Welcome everybody. In the previous classes, I have studied that our brain, this means human brain, that is divided into three parts: forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. And I have already studied good way forebrain and midbrain. And today is the second lecture of the hindbrain. In the first lecture of hindbrain, I have studied that hindbrain that is divided into two parts. That is the metacephalon and myelencephalon. But today we will study about the myelencephalon. And in the previous classes, this means in the first lecture of the hindbrain, I have studied about the myelencephalon. That myelencephalon includes cerebellum and pons virule. Cerebellum, that is also called little brain. Okay, and function of cerebellum, that is the balance or equilibrium, the muscular movement. Balance or equilibrium, muscular movement. Disturbance in cerebellum, then what happen? When disturbance will happen in the cerebellum, then coherent speech and staggering gait. Okay, and second lecture of hindbrain, that is today's we will study, that is about the myelencephalon. This means second part of hindbrain, that is the myelencephalon. Okay, and myelencephalon that includes medulla oblongata. This means today we will take the completely knowledge about the medulla oblongata. Okay, here you are seeing that what is the position? What is the position of medulla oblongata? This means today we will take the complete knowledge that what is the function, where, what is the position of medulla oblongata. Okay, so here you are seeing that this is the medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata, what is the position of medulla oblongata? The medulla oblongata, that is the posterior most part of brain, present between brain and spinal cord. This means position of medulla oblongata. This means medulla oblongata is present between brain and spinal cord. Okay, second one, that is the nervous tissue, gray and white matter, that is present in brain, in anterior part as spinal cord. Okay, present as brain in anterior part, as spinal cord in posterior part, and mixed in middle part of medulla. But what is this? You know that human brain that is divided into three parts. Okay, okay, forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. And now I have studied about the medulla oblongata. This is the part of medulla oblongata. This is the anterior part, middle part, and posterior part. Okay, anterior part, as in the anterior part, nervous tissue, gray matter, white matter present as brain. As brain, this means this is the outer surface we are seeing. This is the cortex and this is the medulla. Okay, and in the cortex part, gray matter present, and in the brain, also in the cortex part, gray matter present, and in the center, this means medulla part. In the medulla, that is white matter present. Okay, so I am saying that in the nervous tissue, gray and white matter present as brain in anterior part, as spinal cord in posterior part. This means in the outside, this means at the center, at the medulla, gray matter present, and cortex part, in the cortex part, white matter present. But in middle part, mixed in middle part of medulla, gray matter and white matter is mixed, present in the middle part of medulla oblongata. Okay, and metacell, you know about the metacell. That metacell is the ventricles. Ventricles is the cavities of brain. This means metacell is the cavities of brain. Metacell and posterior choroid plexus. Choroid plexus, posterior choroid plexus, by which cerebrospinal fluid form. This means production of cerebrospinal fluid is happening by choroid plexus. Okay, choroid plexus is two types. One is the anterior choroid plexus and second is the posterior choroid plexus. Then metacele and posterior choroid plexus that is present in hindbrain. In the hindbrain, in the medulla. That is present in medulla. Okay. Metacele, that is the ventricles, cavities of the brain, and posterior choroid plexus present in medulla. And what is the function of medulla oblongata? Function, that is the vomiting center present. Vomiting center is present in medulla oblongata. Okay. Bring peristalsis and antiperistalsis in alimentary canal. Medulla oblongata that brings peristalsis and antiperistalsis. Okay. Peristalsis and antiperistalsis in alimentary canal. This means by which canal, by which stage food goes in our stomach, in our intestine. In that part, antiperistalsis and peristalsis, this means contraction and relaxation, is controlled by medulla oblongata. Okay. Third point, that is breathing center is also present in medulla oblongata. Okay. Third, that is the dorsal respiratory center and ventral respiratory center present in medulla for normal and forceful breathing. Okay. Next, that is the cardiovascular center. Cardiovascular center is also present in medulla oblongata. This means this medulla oblongata that regulate heart rate, blood pressure, pulse pressure, cardiac output, that all is regulated by medulla oblongata. Okay. Centers, medulla oblongata, that is also center for swelling, coughing, sneezing present in it. This means swelling centers, coughing center, sneezing center is also present in medulla oblongata. Okay. This all center is present in medulla oblongata. This means in the myelencephalon, because medulla oblongata that is a part of myelencephalon, and myelencephalon that is a part of hindbrain, and hindbrain is part of brain.
कोरोना वायरस देश विदेश में मचा दिया है हाहाकार, सबसे खतरा बड़ा है लफड़ा। जनता जागर हो सावधान, सुनाओ जी जनता सुनाओ जवान। सर्दी खांसी नाक का बहना श्वसन क्रिया में हो परेशान, ऐसा इसका मुख्य लक्षण।